Welcome back, baby. This shirt is definitely getting a workout. You know what else is getting a workout? Can you guess? Take a guess. Take a guess what's getting a workout. Okay, it's getting dark, but it wasn't because I haven't been doing anything. I was doing this. Well, Bruce got tied up doing some stuff, so we rounded up some garbage laying around here, so we're gonna go ahead and press this yoke out, and then we'll just reassemble it, and we'll be good to go. I mean, this is just, I have more room out here than I do at home, so anyway, let me, now when you're doing this, you wanna make sure, you can use a big socket, you wanna make sure that the cup doesn't bind up. You know, it has to drop down in there as a receiver. So, and then, you know, you see what we're doing here. Yay, look at us. And boom, just like that. Trying to look at the, not great, whatever. All right, so I want to clean this up a little bit. I'll get some sandpaper and clean that out a little bit, and also see if we can get some, there's not really any trash in there. Well, whatever, in the snap ring groove, you want to get that cleaned out too. Like I say, you can also use the vise and socket deal if you have a big enough vise. That one would probably be big enough, but if you have a big enough vise, you could, okay, you want to make sure you don't have any burrs or anything in there. So if you do, you need to get a file out and clean them up. So let me spin it around to the other side. Bruce came over right when we were finishing up. We had to get a little, get on the press a little bit with the yoke clips, but we got it all done. We put it in the vise, gave it a few taps, loosened it up. Bruce certified it as good to go. So we got this part of it done. At least high performance, man. We're just adding high performance left and right. All right, I know I didn't film all of it. It's pretty self-explanatory. To be perfectly honest, if on you, it's been some years ago, but Eric the car guy has a really good video on that, on doing it, how he uses the sockets in the vise, stuff like that. I press the same difference. So, and then I was just getting behind because I had to come home and take Lawrence. I had to take my daughter somewhere, so I had to hustle up. Anyway, we got done. Yoda signed off on it. So what are we doing right now? We're going to put the transmission in the car. We need to get transmission in the car and then just throw the Crossmember in it. And if we can get that done and get that kind of bolted in, we'll be good to go. We still got to finish up our header. We've got a little list of things to do. Finish up the header. Hopefully the drive shaft and the spacer situation fits. Put fluid in it, bolt shifter on, bolt the boot back on. I want to change the tack. I'm definitely changing the shift light. I'm maybe going to change the tack too. I'm not in love with that one. I mean, when I got it years ago, it worked. It served its purpose. I don't know if, I don't like when I set it, it kind of flutters. I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff. So we put something else in. I'm definitely putting an auto meter shift light that's activated by a pill. So I'll definitely be putting that in there. So like I say, header, trans, drive shaft, clutch cable, and then shift light and tack. And then try and break the clutch in, because we're going back to a track. I've already talked to Kevin. He said he'll pull it back up there again, and we're going to go up there and we're going to kick some ass. I am not screwing around this time. I don't know how many passes we'll get. It's supposed to be the last test tune of the day, and depending on how the crowd looks, when we get up there, I'm unloading it, warming it, and I'm hitting the track. I'm going to make a couple, get to know you deals and see how we go from there. But then after that, we're going on two-step. We're going to run a number, piss on it. So, but we can't do none of that until we get the car put together. So let me get to work. A side note, here's our header gasket. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this header gasket, except when the header is not actually like sealed up against the head. And I think that is coming from the bell housing. These headers are 351 swap headers, and it's on a short deck motor. we got some hittage. So we're gonna do a little clearance, some more clearancing, and hopefully we'll get a better fit, and then we won't have any leaks. It sucks being old and having to lift this garbage up into a car. Yeesh. All right, let me get on there and get to it. It's substandard technology to get the transmission the rest of the way in, get the clutch pushed in. So anyway, we take that. Tighten the clutch cable up some. I'm gonna have to swap cables. We can still use our cable, I think. I'd like to pull it a little tighter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely gotta take some slack out. And we got the transmission in. We just gotta put the crossmember in. And others, that's all we wanted to accomplish tonight. Since we've moved our transmission a little bit, we've got to re-clearance our crossmember a little bit. So let me get to work on that. We used our little Amazon plasma on it. It's a whole lot easier than drilling using the cutting tool. Clutch feels pretty good. So that'll work. I think that's what we're gonna go to on the tack and stuff, and get rid of the Cylon eye. Got the crossmember bolted in. We got the transmission bolted in. Got, like I said, the clutch cable adjusted. We got the starter in. So now we're gonna try and put our drive shaft in our spacer and see where we're at on that deal. We've got it bolted in. I'll put a link up. This spacer, this is the second one I bought from this guy, and he does them, I think, up to like 3-inch billet, come with ARP bolts. Fits like a dream. I've had no complaints. So, and I measured our drive shaft yoke with the output, you know, to make sure we had plenty of engagement, and we're good there. If I had known that I was going to put a Fox setup in it, I would have honestly probably got another little bit added to it just for that little bit extra, but you know, it is what it is. We got what we got. It looks like it's going to work. Honestly, I don't think the drive shaft is our biggest concern. The stock axles and some of this way this stuff's mounted, but you know what? Who cares? We're just going to let it rip. But yeah, we got all that bolted in. So new clutch, new drive shaft, fixing to have a new tack, well, a new to me tack. So anyway, let me pour some fluid in it and stuff like that. I cut a little bit extra in my shifter hole that I probably didn't need to, but anyway, we just put some like sheet metal looking stuff around it, make it look real racy. While we're pouring fluid, I wanted to ask you guys a question, or an opinion, I should say. Do you like it? Do you like the Lincoln better with this is not the same Lexan Scoop that I run on the VALEO TD. This is a little bit smaller. Do you like the Lexan Scoop on it, or do you think it looks better with the Boss 429 Scoop? I'm conflicted. I don't really know. I need to go back and look at some pictures. I kind of like it with the Boss 429 Scoop, but also I like this one too, I think. I don't know if there's a performance advantage. I don't know. You guys tell me, which one do you prefer? Put it in the comments, and maybe I'll let you guys sway me one way or another. Looks like a pile of smashed buttholes, but honestly, I don't give a damn. It's in there. Well, not exactly what we were hoping for, but it's good enough. Like I say, I just need, all I really use this for is a speedometer, just to kind of, I don't use it like, I use that to shift. And no, it's not 9.9, it's 66. But hey, 66 is probably a little optimistic. We don't care. I told you guys, we are 0 F's given when we go up there. A couple easy peasies, and then we're gonna let her eat. So anyway, there we go. Shifter, pretty happy with how I feel on that deal. So I feel like, I really feel like Bob Glidden now with this contraption, with this shift tack and old school monster and shift light. I need to put this right here. Actually, I need to put a rev nut in that and be done with it. Maybe we'll look at doing that too. So anyway, at the very least, I'll put another tech screw in it. That's a wrap, kids, for this one. happier with the tack, very happy with the drive shaft situation. I think that, again, I may have put the link up for the spacer. If I did, cool. If I didn't, here it is right here. That worked out very good. Plus we lost 5.5 pounds, and we've got what I consider a much stronger situation. That stock drive shaft, not a fan. So again, tack, drive shaft, got transmission in, shifter location's fine still. You know, everything's doing pretty good. We just got to do the header deal now, and then that should be about it, I think. And then we can maybe put around the neighborhood a little bit and put a few clutch, put a little heat in it, put it through a few little cycles. You know, we're not going to put 500 miles on it. We're just going to do that, and then we're going to take it to the track and we're going to let it rip. So, you know, that's how we roll. But anyway, thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. But especially, thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel in the ways I just mentioned, plus the parts that you've sent and things like that. We certainly appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you, and we wouldn't want to. And until next time on Substandard Leader and Fox Body Videos, 1 year push rod stick shift Lincoln Town Cars, 4 drag vans, proud owner, proprietor, light bulb changer, DJ, drink mixer, and VIP money collector of Club Big Boost. And as always, fighting a good fight against some zombie Mustangs and that rascal Dr. Fear. We'll see you guys in the next gosh darn video. Getting close.